Thank you very much. Awesome walk-up music, thank you. All right, well, I'm thrilled to be able to welcome everybody to Percona Live 2016. It's very happy to be here. It's the 14th year of this conference, and we're really, really excited about this one for a lot of reasons. So again, very happy to be the official welcoming committee, if you will, to Percona Live 16. As I mentioned, it's the 14th year of this conference in one form or another. Percona's had it for about the last 4 or 5. And we try really, really hard to make sure that it's fresh and new every year. And so before we kick in, I just want to talk about a couple of things that we're doing new and different this year, and then we'll get the folks up here that you probably want to hear talk instead of me. So you'll remember, if you were here last year, we announced our first acquisition, Percona's acquisition of Toketech. And over the course of that year, we've integrated both the technology and the team fully into Percona. And we're really excited about that, and we've released a Percona server for MongoDB. We've rolled out a remote DBA service for MongoDB. We're both excited about those. We've brought on a lot of talent. We pulled in David Murphy as our practice manager, and he's raising the level up. And just like we do with MySQL, we really want to give back to the community. So one of the first parts that's new of this conference is there's a whole MongoDB 101 track. So we want to make this conference now moving forward more than MySQL. We really want to make it about open source databases, and this is a first big step in that direction. But we also have a lot of rich content for MySQL. So this year there's more breakouts, there's more tutorials. We want to have a lot of fun like we did last year, so we're going to ratchet that up a little bit. And I'm really happy that we have Bill Nye the Science Guy that's going to be on our stage this morning. Another new thing for this conference is our app. So we say, it's more than just about social networking. This app was based on direct feedback from this conference last year. So we rolled it out for our Amsterdam conference in the fall, tested it there. It was very well received. This is the vehicle through which we're going to communicate all information for this conference. It has the full schedule. Any updates, any changes are going to come to you via this app. So if you haven't downloaded the app yet, either from the Google Store or iTunes, please download it this morning. That's where we're going to communicate to you guys throughout this conference. You can create your own personalized schedules. You can set up alarms. Again, any changes are going to be communicated there. You can also follow all the social media, Twitter and blog feeds, and you can also do your session reviews through the app. So all things app, that's what we'd like you to do. So again, if you haven't downloaded it, please download the app this morning. Okay, the attendees. This conference, a lot of goes into it, but it's the attendees that really matter most. And so we always like to do this, list the top 5 companies. So you can see there Facebook, Google, Amazon, Box, and Deep Information Sciences. And a lot of countries are represented here. So obviously, North America is pretty well represented, but 24 different countries or regions within EMEA, 6 in APAC. So why do we mention this? Well, you just look at Facebook, the 42 people attending the conference. That's roughly 1,344 work hours that they're dedicated to be here. And so putting on this conference, we're profoundly dedicated to making sure this is a good use of your time. It's a good investment for you and for the company. Same with the folks who traveled here. How many people actually took more than 16 hours door to door to get here? Any more than 20? 24? There he is. Okay, a couple. So a couple of names here, just a quick round of applause. Indy Nepal came from New Zealand. We got Stuart Smith and Sunny Baines came from Australia. From Korea, we got Jung Ho Park, Jung Joon Lee, and Hyung Sik Kim. All of those folks traveled a really, really long way. So a quick round of applause for the dedicated folks that lost a couple days of their lives getting here and a couple days going back. We're going to do really our very best to make sure that we make this worth the time and effort of getting here. So thank you again, all the attendees. Couple of housekeeping items. Please submit your evaluations. Again, do this through the app. We look at every one of these. These really matter. They guide the technical direction of future conferences, both for Amsterdam and for this next year, and you can get free stuff. So you see there's 3 gift certificates we're giving away. Complete your passport by the end of the lunch Thursday. We're doing a lot of fun giveaways at the end of this. We just came up with a couple more this morning that you'll learn about as the morning goes on. You have to be present to win at the closing session to get those, but run the passport. Make sure you visit all our sponsors. We can't do this without the sponsors, so go listen to what they have to say. And we have lunch in the Hyatt and Hall B. Now, just one little note here. We do have to split the lunches sometimes between the two places. So there are instances where one lunch hall is going to fill up, and you might be the first person we redirect down the hallway to the Hyatt. So just understand that we have to do that just to balance the hotel and the conference center. So don't give the people too hard a time. You can give them a hard time, just not too hard a one. Some additional events within the conference. So this afternoon, we have Birds of a Feather at 6 p.m., and we have the community dinner at Pedro's, which is walking distance from here, and that's sponsored by Pythian. You can sign up on their site for the community dinner. Tomorrow night, we've got the community network reception that's sponsored by Yelp, GitHub, and Box, and the lightning talks that's going to be in Ballroom H in the conference center. And then we also have our appreciation night, our game night. If you were here last year, we had an absolute riot at this thing. So it's the same theme this year, but we changed the games out. There's a lot of new fun stuff to do, and we get a lot of good useful material on people acting silly, and we'll throw those pictures up for everybody to share on social media. And then on Thursday, we've got the MySQL Community Awards and the closing remarks and the gift giveaways. Couple of upcoming conferences as well. We've already got scheduled Percona Live Amsterdam. If you weren't able to attend, we really revitalized the Europe version of this conference. So it'd been in London for a number of years. It wasn't that big. We really decided we wanted to transform this into Percona Live Europe, and so we moved it to Amsterdam. We had a great show last year. Again, we're just trying to do another version of this for a European community. And then we already have the date set for Percona Live. So save the dates, and we'll send some more information out about that. Okay. Now the guy you probably all came to see, or one of the guys you all came to see, probably doesn't need an introduction, but I'll do it anyway. So Peter Zaitsev is the co-founder and CEO of Percona. Percona has over 3,000 customers worldwide since its founding. We're the only company that offers enterprise services on both MySQL and MongoDB on cloud and traditional platforms. So Peter's been an entrepreneur for all his career. He founded his first company while a student at Moscow State University. I knew I should do it, but he lives in North Carolina with his wife and 2 children. He's, again, needs no introduction. He's a prolific blogger. He's a highly rated speaker. It's my pleasure to welcome Peter Zaitsev to the stage.